sustainability and green energy, Viking heritage, welfare system, new Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, where we explore the rich tapestry of Danish culture, one captivating story at a time. When families decide to move to Denmark, especially expatriate families, one of the first major concerns revolves around their children's education. While Denmark offers a highly regarded public education system that is free to residents, expatriates often find themselves navigating a more complex web of choices for their children's schooling. For expatriate families who are residents in Denmark, the public education system is an appealing option, primarily due to its quality and the fact that it's free. The Danish education system is known for its progressive approach, prioritizing creativity, social equality, and critical thinking. However, there are certain challenges that expatriate children may face, especially if they don't speak Danish or aren't familiar with the cultural norms. But before we continue, please support the channel by pressing the like button, share and hit subscribe. Thank you. While Denmark's free public education system is a significant advantage for residents, it is far from a seamless fit for expatriate children. One of the primary issues is the language barrier. Public schools in Denmark primarily teach in Danish, which can make it difficult for children who are not fluent in the language to keep up with their peers. Though schools provide Danish language instruction to help expatriate children integrate, the initial period can be stressful for students and their parents alike. Moreover, the Danish school system places a strong emphasis on group learning, where children work together on projects and often engage in discussions. For children from countries with more traditional, lecture-based teaching styles, this may feel like a stark contrast. The shift from a more rigid, teacher-led approach to a free-flowing, student-driven method of learning can create both cultural and educational friction. In response to the challenges posed by the Danish public education system, international schools have emerged as a popular choice for expatriate families, especially in Denmark's larger cities like Copenhagen, Aarhus, and Odense. These schools cater to children of expatriates, offering a variety of curricula, including the International Baccalaureate, IB, the British system, and the American system. Classes are typically conducted in English, which is a huge draw for families who may not speak Danish. However, these international schools come with a high price tag. While the Danish government provides free education to residents, international schools often charge steep tuition fees, sometimes reaching several thousand euros per year. This can be a heavy financial burden for families, particularly those who are not financially well off. Additionally, international schools may not always offer the same depth of cultural integration as public schools do. While these schools are undoubtedly beneficial in terms of academic curricula, they can sometimes create a bubble where expatriate children are surrounded by others who share the same background, potentially preventing them from fully immersing in Danish society and culture. This lack of integration may also limit their understanding of the local language and customs, which could affect their long-term ability to adapt to life in Denmark. For expatriate families, deciding between public education and international schools is a challenging decision that balances the cost of education with the need for cultural integration. The Danish public system, with its emphasis on inclusivity and free education, may appeal to some families. However, for those prioritizing English-speaking environments and a familiar curriculum, international schools provide a viable alternative. But the decision doesn't stop there. Families also have to consider the long-term impact on their children's adaptability to life in Denmark. Will they eventually learn Danish and embrace the culture through public school? Or will the protective environment of an international school lead to a sense of separation from Danish society? Which option do you think is better for expatriate children in Denmark? Should expatriate children be immersed in Danish public schools to ensure cultural integration, even if the language barrier initially makes things difficult? Or should expatriate families invest in international schools to provide their children with an English-speaking environment despite the cost and potential isolation from Danish society? We hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. Join us here at Denmark Explained, where we uncover the wonders of Danish culture, one story at a time. See you in the next video.